afternoon everyone, and thank you for joining us again in this next video in our series, Our Great Awakening. And today we're going to deal with the whole topic, the whole concept of energy, what energy is, how energy works, and how we use energy for our highest good. And as humans, we are all energy. And Declan, if someone asked you to explain energy in the most simplest of ways, how would you do that?
Well, it's a very broad concept, but energy basically is the foundation of all things. All things is energy. For instance, the energy that we talk about in this universe is consciousness or awareness of all the things. And collectively, this energy is grouped into a great web of energy, and that great web of energy is the universe itself. Some people talk about that awareness or that consciousness, that web of energy being God or source. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it is all about energy.
Yes, and there are three words we've got to remember. If you want to unlock the secrets of the universe, just three words: energy, vibration, and frequency. As Declan explained, we are consciousness. Consciousness is energy, and we are consciousness. And we are physical beings only for this lifetime. We're actually spiritual beings having a physical experience for the duration of this lifetime. We have stepped down our high energy vibration level in order to take on mass and matter, to become physical in order to survive and live in this world. This world and this journey and this lifetime is simply one of our long walkabouts across eternity. Eternity is not something that starts when we pass over and then goes on forever. This is it. This is eternity. And this is just one of our long walkabouts across eternity. Now, let's get back to this energy thing. Energy cannot be killed. Energy does not die. Energy can be changed and transmuted, like the caterpillar and the butterfly. You never see a dead caterpillar because they transmute into the butterfly, and it can't go back to being a caterpillar. Same way as the little worm down the little grub down the lake in the water, once it comes to the surface, it breaks the surface and it becomes a dragonfly. It can't go back into the water again. We are constantly in change. We are constantly changing form as energy, but we are always energy. And as energy, we've had no beginning and we will not have an end. There's no such thing as death as we've been led to believe it is. We are simply transmuting into a higher form of energy. And all the other energy levels, and there are countless levels, energy is all on different levels. We are simply on this 3D energy level at this point in time to live in this world. And all those other energy levels, they're not going away somewhere, they're all around us. We just cannot see them. We cannot see our loved ones who have passed over. We cannot see the angels, the archangels, because we are not vibrating at a fast enough rate to be able to tune into them. Our human physical sight cannot see them because they are vibrating at a much faster rate. It's like when you look into your washing machine, it's vibrating so fast you can't make out what's in there. And if you watch the propeller of a plane, as it goes round, it's going so fast you can't see the blades. But when it slows down, you can make out the blades. That is us as energy. As we progress through the various levels, we increase our vibratory rate. We are going at a much faster rate. And when we pass over, we're not going to be asked, what good deeds did you do? How much money did you give to charity? We are going to be identified by the rate at which our soul is vibrating. It's all about energy, vibration and frequency. And the angels and higher beings of light looking down on us now, well, they have no eyes, they don't see us. They simply identify and resonate with the level at which we are vibrating at this point in time. It's all about energy, vibration and frequency.
And the ancient shamanic peoples of this island, Ireland especially, which is a highly energized place, they knew, that was their philosophy, that everything is energy. Everything is frequency and vibration, and they would have built their world around this. And you see the likes of Newgrange and Rathcrowan and other sacred sites, they're all tuned to certain vibrations, vibrations of sound, the vibrations of the planets, and all those concepts. And they use that for their own healing and the structure of their society, their comings and their goings. And the concept of energy was the very central concept in that world.
So we are energy, and every thought we send out, every word we speak, every action, that all sends out a certain energy vibration. So we've got to be very, very careful about what we send out in our thoughts. And energy attracts like energy to it. So what we send out there in energy, we get back. That's the way it works. It's the law of greater returns, not even the law of equal returns. It's the law of greater returns. The energy we send out there, in our thoughts, in our actions, in our words, that energy collects more of the same to it and comes back to us magnified, much greater than we send out. So we've got to be very, very careful of the thoughts and words that we send out there.
Absolutely, and that's the basic tenets of the law of attraction. You know, we send our energy out, we get ourselves into alignment with that energy force, that force of life, and when we get into alignment with that, our health improves, our world improves, our mood improves, and our interaction with people improves.
Yes, and we said there about how energy that we send out attracts more of the same to it. This is how we use energy. Now, we don't manipulate energy. Manipulate and use are two different things. The problem with the world today is that so many people are manipulating energy to use against us. We're not talking about manipulating here, we're talking about using energy for the betterment and for the advancement of humankind. And that's how we control our thoughts. If we send out the right energy in our thoughts, we are using that energy to get that back to us. We're not manipulating it, we're not manipulating people. We are using energy for the betterment.
And that is exactly what's happening in this modern age, in these challenging times. Thoughts are being sent out there that change us, that manipulate us. And of course, it's very, very important to see positive energy and negative energy, and the goals then onward from that.
So we hope we've explained to you what energy is. Energy is consciousness. We are consciousness. And energy going out there attracts the same to it. Now, there's one anomaly here, before I forget. Negative energy attracts only negative energy to it. But positive energy, high vibration energy, attracts both high vibration energy and also the lower vibration energy, because they're looking for a feed. And this is where we have energy vampires. You go home at night and you're exhausted. You don't know what you did. You have been attacked by a vampire. They have sucked you dry of energy. Because if you've got a high energy, they see you coming and they need that for a fix. Maybe you saw, Declan, the film Monsters, Inc.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That explains it all. The monsters need to scare the children because the monsters are evil. They're working on a low energy level, and they need to get negativity and they need to get fear to keep themselves alive. So they frighten the lives out of the children scream in fear, and the monsters feed off that. That explains to you what's happened. If you go home at night and you feel drawn or weak or tired, you have been got at by an energy vampire. They don't know they're doing it. You don't know they're doing it. But they have sucked your energy dry because that's what they feed off. So you've got to protect your energy. And you do that by drawing the white light of spirit around you and invoking the blue cloak of Archangel Michael and keeping your thoughts and your vibration up on a higher level. Do not let fear drag you down to the lower vibration level.
And that's exactly where we're at now, Eileen. We're in that place that we are being bombarded by negativity, by fear, by potential for death. And they, the powers that be, are using that energy against us. And it is so crucial and so important that we keep our vibration high. We keep our spirits up. We be positive. And really, that's our strength. That's our power. And that we will get through this. And we will get through and out the other side of it, beyond their manipulation, just by being grounded, by being positive, and being focused on positive energy.
Yes, fear. What does fear do to us? Fear paralyzes us. And when they get us into a state of fear, that's when they can manipulate us. As Goebbels said at Nuremberg again, how did we manage to get them all to adhere to what we were saying? We put fear into them. And people, when they're in fear, are paralysed. They'll clutch at any straw to get help. And that's how you do it. You frighten people into adhering to what you want them to do. So I hope we've managed to explain to you the concept of energy, what it is, how it works, and how we use energy in order to improve our life and for the betterment of humankind. And our next video will be about the one great universal energy, the one great universal consciousness, the one great universal awareness that we call God. We are all a part of that and not apart from it. So until we meet again within the next few days, namaste.
Namaste.